Anyway, should we get started? You ready?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Welcome to the first episode of What Why.
Do that again, because I was wiping my mouth.
Cool. Now Barry's ready. Welcome to the first episode of what we're hoping will be a weekly or monthly, we're not really sure yet, podcast. Barry thinks weekly.
It'll be weekly.
It's not, maybe. It could be weekly. Let's find out. So, a weekly podcast. We've been open for a year. I think it's 18 months next month in the store. We're very excited about that.
18 months?
18 months, yeah. We opened in October, didn't we? So it's... When did we open?
We got here in October.
We got here in October. We've been working on this for 18 months. Yeah, we opened in November, didn't we?
That's the word. That's the word.
Yeah.
We've been working on this.
So yeah, we opened roughly November. So yeah, no, that was good times. Why are we doing this video, Barry?
I think it was your idea. You wanted to tell me, well, not tell me. You wanted to tell people what it was about. I still sit here and I go, we should express ourselves through dance and song and stuff, and you said no, people don't do that now.
They don't.
No.
You can't really watch dance and song on the tube in the morning. You can listen to this podcast.
I wouldn't. No, I'm joking. I would. It's going to be riveting. Give the first week or two maybe a miss, and then let us get into a routine.
They won't know if they're going to give it a miss until they're listening. So if you're here now, keep listening.
Maybe keep listening.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Keep listening.
This is actually quite an important one because it's our first one. So we've got some quite important topics going on this evening.
Yeah, I'll give you that. We've got... They're going to be important topics every week, though.
I should note that we're recording this in the store, so there are going to be a lot of noises in the background. It's actually our standard showdown this week, tonight, which is going to be recording while we're doing this, so that's a laugh. Right, let's go on to topic one. So we're going to talk about the time before the shop.
Before? What?
BS.
Oh, crikey. So, alright, and we acknowledge this place now as AGO 2.0.
We
do we not?
It's 2.0.
We try not to talk about AGO 1.0.
1. Nah.
It still holds a special place in my heart, I'll be honest with you, but that's because we should really explain.
Okay, yeah, we should explain.
We're partners.
We are.
But before, or well, not before, I'm founder. I'm founder of AGO. Very proud of it, and then James come on a little bit later.
Co-director.
But we're yeah, not just partner. He's a little bit of everything. We built a relationship from this, but
Close relationship.
Long story short, we had this makeshift shop in the middle of somewhere called Sundon in Luton, and it was on the back of two really supportive friends, Jerry and Jess. I went to a little business plan and I said, look, I reckon I can do this, I can do that. And randomly, it was on the side of a gym. It's the most randomest of places where he's ever going to find a comic book shop / gaming store.
Completely.
With the roughest of kitchens to make a coffee.
It's literally the edge of Luton. You're like, I need to open this in Luton, and then you decided to make it at the 99th section of Luton, right on the outside. You drive out and left, and you're not in Luton anymore.
It was a stepping stone, all right. It gave me the confidence to be where I was now. All I wanted was everything that went into it was my own money. So back in the day, before I even put my own money into it, I said to myself, I'm going to build a business plan. I'm going to go to some investors, and I'm going to have this razzle dazzle shop. And I've done a year's worth of
research.
It was. I was taking days off of work to go. Literally, there's somewhere in St Albans, and I took the day off and I said to myself, look, this is what we're going to do. So took the day off, sat outside a cafe that was opposite this comic book store, sat there with a pen and paper, and I was watching everyone go in there. So I counted how many people went in, what times they were going in, and I was guesstimating how much I'd spent in the shop. All right, so I went in the shop. Honestly, I went to the shop.
You went to a completely random shop that happened to be nearby, and then guessed all the information from beginning to end.
Yeah, honestly, I went in there and I was. Well, I told you it was rough. It was rough. So in my head, I sat down and said, right, I can make this work. There was a lot more into it. It weren't just random sitting outside shops and stuff. I went from shop to shop. I've been to every shop within a 30-mile radius of this place. Yeah. And I've not just been to shops. I've been to clubs. I've been to venues. I've crawled into holes that I shouldn't have been in. It's a weird old game. This is. It's a strange old business. But after doing the research, I said to myself, right, I can make this work. Went to a big, oh crikey, how do I describe
Show,
it?
convention.
No, it wasn't even that. I had a business plan
Right.
and I showed it to a few people, and then they were like, "This is good. I'll put you in front of some investors." So we weren't quite Dragons Den, but you know, we weren't far from it. Peter Jones weren't there.
No,
he would have. He would have
been out.
No, he was definitely in. It was Deborah Meaden. She would have been out. But yeah, I went in there and I was looking for 24 grand. And no.
This is Dragons Den.
I'm
loving this.
You have to, honestly.
Enjoy.
Yeah. See you later. Enjoy. All right, cool. Enjoy your bus ride. But this is what happens. Man. You can't work in this place without not working, can you?
Kinda, yeah.
You lose time.
You
We just kind of.
I spent today in the basement, which we're currently fixing back up again. Probably not for future use, but for storage. We could use it for future use. I think with the right waivers and the right permissions, we could probably get that place
and
usable
right size
for something.
Holes. Yeah. It's a nice little space.
It's a nice little space, yeah. So I've been doing that upstairs, and every time I came upstairs again, I lost about half an hour. There were only like 2 people in store, but it's just like having a chat and catching up and saying hi and talking about whatever the new deck is and whatever this is and whatever that is.
But that's because our store's different.
It is, yeah.
I still believe we make the store.
Mm.
You can find the store anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. What you can't find is this store.
Yeah. Normally, when you go into a gaming store, from experience, like they're personable, the staff, but they're normally not like friendly in your face, bubbly, trying to run stuff, trying to do things with you, and trying to have fun.
Yeah, it's not here. Have a look at my stuff.
Yeah.
It's here. Buy my stuff.
Yeah, they're not excited for the game. Or whatever it is that you're doing, as much as we might be, as much as I might be.
Definitely you might be. I just keep myself awake. That's all I'm here to do. But oh, where were we on that?
We were on. What were we doing year one?
So I went out, and I was asking for 24 grand, and Nat said to me, "Right, that'll cover everything."
I'm out.
You're out. Yeah. No one wanted it. No, I lie. Everyone was in. I even had one bloke said that he would invest 50 grand.
Wow.
Silent partner. And we even built up a budget of how to pay it back. And I was sitting at home and I said to myself, do I want to be in 50 grand debt before I even opened up the doors? And played on my mind a little bit. And then after convincing myself that I didn't need 50 grand, because I didn't need 50 grand, I needed 24 grand.
Yeah.
Even after 24 grand, I went...
Having seen the first shop, it looked like you needed £4.50.
I needed rent and some rat traps. That's all I needed. Oh, crikey. No, we're...
to keep the baseball bat at bay.
Well, it was that, because you have to remember, it's not just a shop. You have a shell, and then you've got to make the shell yours. And then all of a sudden you've got to store stuff in the shell. And it's not... People don't understand, unlike yourself now, what goes into building a shop.
Jeez, God.
Before putting stock into it.
Yeah.
And it's...
It doesn't matter if you try and skimp on bully bookshelves. You still got to buy 10 of the things.
Yeah, and it all adds up.
Yeah,
and it's not just a bookshelf.
Just painting the walls is like you need good quality paint. You need the good stuff. So that's 70 quid a tin, and just £210 later, you've painted 3 walls, and it's ridiculous. Yeah.
And then you need a second coat. Then you need a third coat, and it just goes on and on. But anyway,
if you think about like renovating a house and you're like, oh, it's 10 grand for that kitchen. Now do a shop. It's as simple as that.
It's not just one room, but it's not just the 4 walls, is it? It's a special, unique place. So yeah, I needed 24 grand, or I believe I needed 24 grand. I didn't need 24 grand, or I convinced myself I didn't need it. And then the money I was saving up to do a bathroom in the kitchen, and then decided that I was going to do I was going to do something else with it. So I weren't going to wash in luxury, and I weren't going to cook carrots in luxury. I was just going to invest it into a shop. So I threw this business plan in front of 2 gym owners randomly. They had a little bit of space that was going for rent, and I said, "Look, can I do this, this, and this?" And they went, "All right." Had a little tinkle about it, and come back and said, "Yeah, this is yours." So yeah, that was birth of Ahh Geek Out, I guess.
2 days of rough painting later, and off you went.
No, do you know what? Right, you might joke about that. That took a good couple of weeks. You know,
oh wow.
We took a month and a half.
About a month and a half. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in all doing this. So not just the painting.
Times,
but it took a month and a half. Right, 6 people. I had 2 people full time in that last place. So that took a month.
2 weeks.
No, it took a little bit more than that.
Yeah?
Oh no, it might have been.
know.
I remember it being over the Christmas period.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was a hard graft though. Every spare minute was spent on that place, and then, as you said, it was an IKEA trip. And then you come back with your IKEA stuff, and you're like, no, I need some more stuff.
Yeah.
So you have to go back to IKEA, and then you bring it back. And when you don't have a van and stuff like that, it becomes people just think, oh, there's a shop there. That shop was there already made. Yeah, don't work like that.
Not even slightly. Not even slightly.
Well, and as I said, that was the birth of Ahh Geek Out. It was in a dodgy little gym, but I loved it. It was special. I've actually had a memory pop of it today. So I'm like, look how beautiful we look. And I look at that and go, it weren't that beautiful.
It wasn't.
But it was my baby. So, I
Everyone
enjoyed
thinks
it.
their baby's beautiful.
Yeah.
Everyone else looks in the pram and it's like, nah, maybe not so much. But
no, there are some beautiful babies out there, and I make some beautiful kids. Yeah, but but
each to their own.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just one of them. It was a good point. But I think after a couple of weeks of being in there, you popped along as a customer, and
Paolo. It was Paolo who came down and dragged me in.
Yeah. And I think after about a week's of discussion of whether James used to co-run a gaming club, didn't you? Called
Basement Gaming Club. Shout out to the BGC.
Yeah, tell them a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, Basement Gaming Club is a gaming club in Luton. We ran out of Hope Church after we were in a basement. It was literally a basement we were in at the Hat Factory in Luton, which is up near the station. After the Hat Factory decided it was going through renovation, it wasn't even when it went through renovation. After they decided they were going to, we decided to move. And we went to Hope Church, which is actually not too far away from the shop now. It's about 2 roads over that way.
3-minute walk, isn't it?
It is a 3-minute walk, literally a 3-minute walk. And we were in there for a little while, and then Barry opened his shop, so we decided to move over there. And by a little while, I mean like 3 years. And that's a really fast 3 years. It went by really quick.
Wow.
Me and Paolo were there, mostly running it. Ian ran it at first, Ian Jarrett, who helped us on the charity drive last weekend. 2 weekends ago. That was a hell of a thing. Oh,
that killed me.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
No.
Those of you who don't know, we were raising money for Mind, which is a local mental health charity. We raised £1,600 in the end, nearly. I think it was just under £1,600. We were super proud of that. Ian Jarrett did fantastic work that night, along with the rest of us. How many people did we have? About 10, 12 people overnight.
Oh,
everyone stayed 24 hours. Barry was conked out by the time 10 o'clock and closing came around. So
yeah. But let's
slept straight through.
Wait, no, I did not. You liar. You liar. I went from good looking to hobo back to just about
wonderful
passable.
photo that I'll try and put up on the YouTube channel that should never be seen by anyone, but I'll ruin all of you with it. Yeah, Ian Jarrett ran Basement Gaming Club at first because they started in a pub to play Blood Bowl, and that was it. And then you didn't know about that, did you? No, they started in a pub to play Blood Bowl, and then they ended up having so many people wanting to do it that the pub wouldn't do it anymore. So they ended up moving to Basement.
Was that Bricklayers?
I think it was a Brickies, yeah. I think it was a Bricklayers Arms, which is a stone's throw away. So all of this is local story.
Tell us all you tell.
Yeah. Then we went over to Hope Church, and we were there for a really long time. And then we decided to move over to the shop. And many of the people who were there are still here. Some are, some aren't. That's kind of how it goes. So when
that's a touching story, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it
was a lot of work and a lot of personal money as well. Like people don't realise what goes into running gaming clubs. Like when you turn up and there's a tuck shop, we're probably losing money on that. Someone's paying that. And during the winter, when you only have 4 people turn up, someone's paying the rent. And it's the people who are running it, the people who want it to carry on, the people who want it to survive. And that was us. A few of us, rather than paying £4 that week or whatever it was, £3 that week that we were paying, we all threw in a tenner and it survived December. Which is kind of similar to how it's going now. Sometimes it's a similar feeling.
Sad
sometimes.
way of living it, isn't it? Because you sit there and you go.
That's the gamers of England who are trying. Even big clubs struggle a lot. Because the bigger the club gets in July, the bigger venue you need. So when 4 people turn up in December,
it's so strange how it's seasonal.
It's really seasonal. Yeah,
I can't work that out though. Because you'd think in the winter you're inside anyway.
Yeah.
You know, if you're outside, like when the sun's out.
But you're inside with family. Renting that hall was in excess of £50 a week. So if you're charging £5 entry, you need 10 people there. And trying to find a cheaper venue is almost impossible. And it went up at one point, and we were like, yeah, we're probably not surviving this, but we did. So, yeah.
Sad, isn't it?
It's pretty crazy. But shout out to all the clubs around the UK who are surviving. It's fantastic stuff. If you can get involved with a store like this, it's very helpful. Like having a support in place and having support with it.
I think it's the love that comes into this, though. Like, when I set this up, I didn't even know about the communities properly. I stumbled on this. I saw a niche and I thought, right, here we go. Let's go for it. And I just wanted money out of this.
Yeah.
No, honestly, like every business does, they set up and they go out to get money. And the laws of business, I think it's 7 out of 9 in the first year collapse. And then
Sounds right.
And then the second year, I heard that it's, 8 out of 10 in the second year, then also fold. So you just go out to get money because that's what you want to do. But you realise really quickly that
you looked at the 7 out of 9 statistics before you started looking for money.
No.
I need to get some money fast.
No, I've told
7
you.
out of 9, good odds, solid.
No, I've told you before that my reading isn't normal reading. A lot of people like the old fiction and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. With me, throughout the year, I read one fantasy book and just to keep like the juices flowing. But the rest of it, I like a little self-help book here and there. Yeah. But also, I read a lot of stupid business books, and somebody's always got an idea of a quick rich and blah blah blah. It's not that stuff I look for though. It's the failures. I look for a lot of failures. There's Peter. No. Honestly.
No. I completely relate. I used to do a lot of reading, but now if it doesn't have codex or war scroll written on the front of it, I don't read it. I can't get to it.
I like real life experiences, and I like seeing how people went down to their knees and then got back up again. Like, there's a good one out there from Peter Jones, and he obviously earned a lot of money, and then he lost a lot of money, and then he
book any good?
Yeah, really good.
I'm out.
I think it's good. Such a melt. I think it's called
$7.99. Too much for me.
No. Honestly, it was such a good read. Simon Jordan, ex Crystal Palace owner, same thing. Had a lot of money, brought into a business that he didn't really. I think he understood it. I just didn't think he was ready for. What
Right.
It was.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it went Pete Tong, and then all of a sudden he's back to where he is again. And it's them sort of stories that keep me going. But knowing that I've kept this place afloat for 2 years now, I sit there and go,
oh, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
every now and again it hits you, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, but
we've been here for X amount of time, and you kind of take it month by month the whole time, and then you look back and you're like, oh god, it's been 2.5 years.
No, and it's scary because the way this shop's adapted. So it started off in their little gym, and then to get extra money or to seek more support, I opened up a little market in Dunstable.
Yeah.
And then I was standing there in shorts and a t-shirt throughout the summer. And then when it come to winter and it was snowing, I was still with my sliders and my t-shirt.
It's so sad what happened to Dunstable Market as well. It's really a pity that went down.
That was our biggest one-day earner. The market was. So where people were taking 20, 30 quid off it, your stall was 20 quid. Was it? It was either 15 or 20 quid.
I think it was 15.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Because when we were looking at other markets and they were like 30 quid, we were like, no, we got this one, it's fine. Well, set up my own stall, what do you think I am?
It was local to me, it looked right. No, I lied, it looked wrong. And I went down there for advertisement, and me and you spoke about this, and you were like, well, no. And I went, no, I'll make it work. And I was turning in £300-400, and I had people around me that were taking in 30 quid for the day. And these people were still returning week after week just because Dunstable...
For that 30 quid.
No, it was such a weird one. And as I said, 15 quid of that went against it. And I'm thinking, if you just spent a fiver to and from on diesel to get there, and then you haven't even paid yourself a day's wage. I said, okay, this is mind-blowing.
Especially the concrete statues one right near the entrance. That was always an odd one. There were some odd little stalls down there. It was really... close. Everybody knew each other and everybody was friendly except a couple. they were so close, some of them disliked each other. It was that kind of place.
I think the only two that had the issue were the two grocers. You had a grocer at the bottom, you had a grocer at the top. And if you wanted an orange, there was only one to go to, weren't there? I was in favour of bottom of the hill grocer.
You were bottom man, were you?
Yeah, I was a bottom man. Yeah! I'm definitely a bottom man. No, actually, I'm more of a top man, but I didn't go to the top grocer.
No.
But I went to bottom grocer. Bottom grocer was good, and
Didn't need to know that.
no,
It's all right,
I like my veg.
No. Where one buys one peaches is between a man and himself.
Fuzzy peach. But that was it, and that's what got us up and running. That's what got us where we are. And
Genuinely, I think that was like, you might have dropped it sooner. Like, if the market wasn't such a kick-off, like, you came back excited from that every week.
I tell you what,
it was kind of like throughout the week, it was like tumble. How's Saturday doing? It went well. The Pokemon was really good. How's Sunday? Still dead.
Yeah.
But the market was great. So.
Our livelihood was 2 D&D sessions throughout the week, a busy Friday night, an all right Saturday, but a marketplace on the Saturday. And it just said to me, how much interest is there? And there was. And then I started finding other little clubs. So there's a Pokemon club in Dunstable, went there. I've showed my face.
And the club that Pete ran as well.
I went down there to go see what
there's a few around Luton, or there were.
But they're all segregated clubs.
Yeah, they
so
are.
Your Pokemon one, one in Dunstable was a Pokemon one. Pete's club was a Magic club.
Magic, yeah.
And everything was just so split. And that was the reason for me making a place like this, so everyone can come down. So there can be crossovers. Like, I didn't realise how good some of the board games were. I was a strict Monopoly, Cluedo man, Scrabble when I was if I'd watched
Notably some of the worst board games.
But I love, and this is what makes us great. Right? 'Cause I'd sit there and if I watched Countdown,
Monopoly, this guy.
the
guy
Monopoly.
who saw 5 out of 9 and was at 7 out of 9 and was like, yeah, that's for me.
Still running, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still running.
I'm just going to throw in a complimentary dab on
Please.
that one. Oh no!
He dabbed so hard he lost his microphone. Technical
so
difficulties. Dabical difficulties we're having right here.
Exactly, I dabbed so hard, I blew this
You'd
off.
think he'd be more experienced by now. There we go.
Oh, back to normality. But no, that was a stepping stone. Our stepping stone. No, I lied. My stepping stone was put my feet in the water, don't owe anyone any money, and take it from there. And if I lost anything or if it didn't succeed, I kept my house. That was literally my only goal, was just to keep my house. And I thought, if anything goes wrong, I've got my house. So I was doing 6 nights a week in a shop, 5 days at full-time work, kiddies. It was a rough one, but that's what it was.
All came together, didn't it?
Yeah. And then after doing that, I said, right, this is it. This is a venture. And James started getting more interested, and he was asking. And I know he's never spoke about this, but I know he was taking a cash count of what was coming in.
For sure.
I knew you were.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to not do that. I'm not stupid.
No, exactly. And we built the place. It went right up because we had magic at our place.
Yeah, I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday every week for a while. Not scoping the place out. But I was, because I was taking part in everything, and because I was going to be there Friday night anyway, and I came down Saturday for the Pokemon, and it was like, I was just there for all of that information in the first place. So why not take track? Why not think about it while I'm there?
And then after a couple of weeks of James being down there 3 days a week, I got a little message saying, "Can I talk to you?"
Need a chat.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, all right, no worries."
And I turned up and I was like, "Hello."
I've never seen anyone rattle so much in my life.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
It was a big change for me. So it was a big thing for me to do with my life, to like. Something that I've been thinking about it for a while, and like a few different ideas rattling around my head with what to do, but no, finally it was like there's this thing on my doorstep. Why would I not take advantage of this? This is something that I could do, and I had no idea that anybody else had made you offers. I had no idea about anything. I just wandered in, sat down with the chat, rattled for 45 minutes, just being like, "Yeah, I want in," and then.
But in all honesty, I was open on 2 on a day. I'd randomly. 1 month, I had 4 or 5 offers coming through the door, and there was one really good offer, which was, I've just told you now, it was double the money that James said, but it was
told me before,
it was still a silent partner. But James come in and he said, "Look, I'll give you X amount, and
plus 3 days a week, as it was."
And do you know what? It was the most important thing for me was to get 3 days of somebody else. Right? You can run so much on your own, you really can, but you do need other hands. There's not a world chef who doesn't have staff behind him.
This shop wouldn't run now.
No, It just wouldn't. It doesn't matter who you are or how good you think you are. You always need a team behind you. You need as I said, I always look at the chef experience, right? So let's take a Gordon Ramsay.
Right,
he's always bellowing at people.
He is.
But he's got that team behind him to bellow at. If he didn't have them, you wouldn't be shouting.
Yeah.
So everything will fall on his shoulders. And then you've got
it's also fun to watch.
Yeah.
I suspect that generally around the kitchen he's not quite so bellowy.
No, well, it's just that thing. You've got the person who walks into the restaurant, and you've got...
That would be a kitchen nightmare.
Well, yeah. Oh, gosh. Your wordplay. I dislike it. He is fast, but I dislike it. But, no, when somebody walks in, you need to be taken to your seat.
Yes.
And then somebody will come and take your order.
Yep.
And then somebody will cook the order. And then there'll be somebody taking the money at the end of it. It's just... It's a full. No, there's no job out there you can really do on your own other than a one-man plumber.
Yeah.
All right.
Or a market
I still
stall.
think. Yeah. No.
You still needed someone else, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
It was
There was somebody there to help build the stall.
Yep.
Take it down.
That's true. I didn't even think of that part.
And then I needed the plot of land as well.
Yeah.
You're on about you're on a market stall for 8 hours.
Yeah.
You need to relieve yourself on the odd occasion.
Yeah.
And, people get hungry.
Yeah.
And when I say relieve, I meant.
Go to the bathroom.
That's the one. Thank you. That's definitely what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do there, but you go there.
Yeah.
Couldn't have known.
Do you know what? I still don't make better of it. Let's leave that one. It's a long 8 hours, all right, on the market still, especially when it was winter. That was it. But we have.
There's some better times in the winter though. That was the really weird bit. When it was snowing, you made more money.
Yeah, that was tragic, wasn't it? How does that work?
Don't know. It was near Christmas, I guess, but yeah, we've got a really limited space to know how market stalls go. We can't say that we're experts in it.
No, I've got about four months worth of expertise.
You've got 4 months worth of expertise.
Yeah. I made it work.
He took that funny little bum bag thing down every week.
My Mark Fowler
bag. As I've learned.
I don't know what the name is for it, but it's definitely a Mark Fowler bag.
It's a Mark Fowler.
That's
I believe the Americans call it fanny pack.
No, that's a bum bag.
That is a bum bag.
Yeah, the Mark Fowler bag is the streamlined version.
Oh, yeah,
so there's
the
no
flat
bulge.
version with the cash. Nobody can slip their hand in there if they wanted to. Yeah, I guess that's what it's for.
But I've had previous experience of handling one of them.
Have you still got that?
Yeah.
Oh, that needs framing.
We'll get that framed.
Let's get that framed.
It'd be like a time capsule, wouldn't it?
Timeline, history of Ahh Geek Out.
Maybe we should get
no one will care.
Dog turd as well and get that framed and say, this is how this...
Oh, God. Month 3.
Yeah.
That's a story for another day.
Oh.
Speaking of...
Oh, Struth.
Let's move this on a little bit. We could be there forever.
Oh, God.
What are low points that you've had so far? So...
Running a business?
The whole point of this podcast is that this is as much the business side as it is the gaming side. We'll have weeks on and off, and I'll have other guests.
Is this going to be a podcast?
This is going to be a podcast.
Definitely one of them.
100% podcast.
Oh, you're going to have to change this time then.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are.
I spent at least 4 to 5 minutes working all this out. I'm very proud of this.
I've just seen
second run
that you've got an easel with more detail.
Yeah. Those of you watching on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you listening elsewhere, I've got that's the
No. I saw
logo
that,
pointing out.
I've just seen that you've got an easel.
I did some time. I did some work. I got my phone set up on a tripod with a tripod strapped to the tripod. I'll send you some photos.
How serious are you about you doing this podcast?
Very serious.
What,
you want to do it? I want to do it.
Honestly,
100%.
All right, let's get a studio.
What do you mean?
I'll get us a studio.
A studio?
Honestly.
So, cool. This is going to be something that we'll talk about later. I want to do recording games. I want to do recording everything that we can do. Do you think we can... Genuinely, we can pull that together?
Yeah, I'll get us a studio.
You heard it here first. I heard it here first.
When have I lapsed on the promise to you?
If I say I'm going to do keys?
What did I say to you?
Where's my details?
No. Before we said this, 20 minutes ago, did I not about to send somebody up the road to go get some car?
Yeah.
And then we worked out that...
That's only because you came in and looked at me. We talked about this like 3 times this week, Barry. No, I'm completely kidding. He's always good for whatever he says.
He's
I'm
telling
not
the
kidding.
truth. He's told... This is like the 3rd time he's asked me for some fees.
A studio?
Yeah, I'll get you a studio.
I'll have to work out how we make money out of that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let's get a studio. Let's do this. Let's get a studio. Let's work this out.
A studio.
Cool. What's the space? or listen to this space from a studio. That's amazing. Okay, let's do
Yeah?
this. I'm really into this. Let's do this. Let's do
One
this.
month's
Let's do
time,
this.
I'll get you a studio.
1 month's time. Promise.
What's the date
Let's fist
today?
bump on it.
What's the date today?
Let's fist bump on this bad boy.
Hang on. Before I start agreeing to
What is the
stuff.
date today? 18th?
It's the 12th.
12th.
So
I
by
don't
the
know what year it is most of the
by
time.
the 12th.
Well, the 12th of next month.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah?
If I say a month, but give me a week either way.
No.
Tidy and time.
No.
Tidy in time.
No. You got a month.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Fist bump. He's done it.
We're gonna get
A man is known by his fist bump. Okay.
I'm gonna have
Cool.
to go look at
Anyway,
the
where were
studios
we?
now.
So low points. Low points. Low point.
Low
Come on,
point.
give me a low point. In your
Business
time
low
in the
points or
whatever you want.
Oh, crikey. I'd say my low point is... There's quite a few when you think about it. The time it's taken, the stuff that you miss out on. Kiddies, you just... we've all got families. We've all got things going on. We've all got friends. And I believe I've lost a few friends doing this.
You do, yeah, it's definitely. The half of the basement gaming club that doesn't turn up anymore is a loss.
Yeah,
they were close personal friends and they've gone by the wayside.
They were your friends to begin with, but I got on with a good couple, and I miss a few of them.
Yeah.
I can't say I miss all of them because there's a few of them that I didn't sit down and get to talk to. Like I was always nice to everyone and being like acquaintance and so forth. But there's a couple of them I really felt like there was good bonds and stuff there.
And the people who built the shop with us as well. There's a few people that don't turn up as much as they used to. Like,
Built the shop?
yeah, well, who helped us?
Who, Chris?
No, Dave. Don't see Dave anymore.
Oh,
is that
Dave.
for other reasons? Should we not talk about this?
Dave's got reasons.
Dave's got reasons. But no, Chris pops down every now and again, and we see him.
Yeah, but again, he don't come in as much because
not as he used to.
He's got a new life now.
He has,
yeah. But no, I'm on about I've got
Martin still comes down.
Martin
still exists.
Martin's great. No one will know this, but prior this shop or prior AGI 0.1, 1.0, I only knew Martin for a year, maybe 2 tops. And he's like my best bud now.
Yeah,
and
he's pretty great.
He's
9 out of 10 of the experiences that you have with him are great, and then the other one's horrifying. Which is the
I'd
perfect friend.
I'd say that's 50-50. 50-50, like, oh,
He hasn't
Martin,
opened up to me yet, then, has he?
Yeah, can you come help me in the shop? Yeah, no worries. Martin, can you come and help me clear this body? Yeah, no worries. He's always... That's never happened, by the way. No one's ever died, or I don't believe that they have.
No, never. I know nothing of any births or deaths related to this man.
No, but Martin's one of them blokes, he'd be a high point from this. And if you was to ask me that question in a couple of minutes, I'd put him in there again. Martin's different. But there's some like proper old school friends that you go through things with them, like through thick and thin, and there's a lot of stuff. I mean, when I bought my house, I was always looking at a couple of others, and people, it's really weird, people hate you sometimes for you doing well in life. And no one of I had people turn around telling me that this wouldn't work. My own mum turned around, she goes, no, can't see it happening. And I was like, why can't you...
Thanks, Mum.
Yeah, why can't you just give me a little bit of support?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want anything financially. I just want that arm on my shoulder on the odd occasion go, hey, do you know what? You can do this. But when you throw it out and then you have your mates go, oh, yeah, this would be great. And then
I'll do this and this and this, and I'll help you with this and that.
I don't even think I got that from my mates. But no, I don't think I did.
did.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
But
I didn't ask for any help.
as soon as I dropped the cash on the place and I built it, everything went dead. And when you look back, you go, all right, I was the one who used to do the legwork. Like, I'd go around to theirs, I'd initiate certain bits and bobs. And I know people's lives change, circumstances change, blah, 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 blah. But you want that thing at the end of it. But I do believe by having a shop, I've made new friends, people that I wouldn't have seen before.
Oh, for no reason, yeah.
Like me and you, we would have crossed paths and I wouldn't have batted an eyelid at
No.
it. It would have been...
Would have been that weirdo in a hoodie in the corner at the pub.
Yeah,
Nursing a cider that you wouldn't have touched.
Yeah, just weird stuff like that. But, you win some, you lose some. And as I said, when I first opened this, I was working full-time 5 days a week, doing the shop 6 days a night, 6 nights a week. And, that is a low point. The first couple of weeks is a strain. You saw that when you come onto it. It does get there, but as I said, family commitments, have relationships, losing relationships, trying to start new relationships and building, not even as understanding that this place runs on you. You've got the livelihood of a couple of guys there that if you fail, they don't get paid at the end of the week and stuff. And you sit there and you, like for me, if I lose my money, I lose my money.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. So when it was me solely, that's all it was. That's my only issue. When you jumped on, all of a sudden, it's not just my money.
Someone else needs
it's now
that
your
money
money
now.
as well. So hang on a minute. And then when you start taking on employees, you're like, oh,
that's the hard
that's
part.
their livelihood now. And I know that we've had a turnover of staff and so forth, but you know, things happen. It is one of them things. But for everyone that's been in here, I believe that I've given them more than enough chances.
Shout. Yeah.
To sit there and go, look, let's have this, let's do this, change it. Do you know what? It's not quite right for you. And it's not. It's a funny old business. Like I don't believe there's many people that are coming in here, make the profit that we're making, and start going, all right, let's pump some more money into it. Because you know me, as soon as we get to a certain balance, I go right. Oh, let's change something else now, and rather than going, oh, let's go buy ourselves some cars, I sit there and go, right, I'm going to go buy £500.
I think you're lucky to have found a business partner who doesn't want a car. Like, I just don't care that much. I'm pretty loose.
Cars. I like cars. I like cars a lot. But it is one of them things. It's
this place is a future. Like, we're constantly developing it and constantly changing it. And just, like, if you come in every 2 months, and if you don't come in anywhere between that, you're going to see huge changes all the time.
Massively. But that's where I think that we're good. But again, it does cause low points in your life because not everyone understands. If you have someone or you have friends that you do non-fit, like I can't remember the last time I went out for a Friday night beer. Properly, if you know what I mean. Because my shift is on a Friday night and I work until midnight, it's hard to then go, oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And then, you know, I do stuff with my little lad on a Saturday and on a Sunday. So then to sit there and you go to your mates, oh, I'll go do this after, go do that. And it's hard. Like, I started playing football on a Monday night, trying to advertise this place. And then it's turned into a leisure thing now for me. So it's not so much about advertisement, but got a new group of mates over there who really enjoy it. And the low points of this, just to recap on it, is losing your mind.
Yes.
Losing your money, or dropping money.
The mental block that you have on just like, here's 15 quid, go for it. Just popping that on the table for you.
And trying to nurture a life after this as well, because where guys go home after they've cleaned the coffee machine, I don't. I go home and I sit there and I go, right, okay, what's this running through my head? What's that running through my head? Have I got enough money to do this? That
was a major difficulty for me for a really long time.
You can hack that.
No, I couldn't. No, not even slightly. The constantly thinking about something that isn't like. I've always had a massive separation at school and at work and at everything where it's like, this is the thing you're doing and then you're not. And then when I'm at home. And I'm still not quite got there yet. I think I've gone too far the other way at this point. It's the whole thing's a learning experience. My Wednesday is off. You don't call me, you don't touch me, you don't get near me. But it's still difficult. I wouldn't call that a low point. I think that's an adaptation.
Yours has always been a learning curve.
Yeah.
I've seen you have drops, but my ones I don't show so much because I sit there and I go, right, this is mine, I'm going to make it survive. I'm getting the number plate as we speak with AJO on it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, well, it's a proud thing for me. I really like it. And I sit there and, I wouldn't say I've cried over this place, but I've definitely sat there in a dark corner before going, how do I pull myself from this? But I've watched James rattle himself.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. I think you felt more about this than I have.
Yes.
It's a big twist for you, isn't it?
It is.
I seen that you come from a structured background.
Oh, completely. Yeah, structure's my life. Structure's my life. Write show notes and I set the room up.
Bullet points. I was like, why are you writing bullet points? Just talk.
It's just makes things structure. It makes things feel better.
But I told you from the beginning, there's no structure to this. You know, when I say there's no structure, we was in here one night and all of a sudden we had a little drop come from the ceiling. And then
onto Daniel, who's the other?
And then a little drop become 3 drops, and then 3 drops become 3 streams of water, and we had a constant leak, and this went on for 4 days.
Poked a hole in the ceiling with a pair of scissors strapped to the bottom of a broom.
Honestly, I I am like the fat version of Bear Grylls, alright? I don't see problems.
You.
I see solutions.
You asked for a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then the actual Bear Grylls, which was our previous employee, camping in the woods over the weekend.
He's a different kind.
Yes.
Shout out to Kyle.
Yeah, then he found the tape.
Yeah, no, but we adapted it, and as I said,
That's a perfect process of the things that happen here. You're like, we need a hole in the ceiling. And Carl was like, do this. And then I said, you need better tape than that.
Yeah.
And you need not scissors, you need a knife. It's got a finer point to it.
This is why we had a great team here. We had a great team here.
It was literally a metal broom handle with a pair of scissors and just normal tape. And I was like, no, we need the wooden broom handle.
Yeah.
And we need this
That's
tape.
not structurally sound. Barry, get off the swivel chair. Don't worry about it. I'll do that. Chuck me one of the tables that go up.
No, we had to,
an
it was literally that at that point. And then I was like, no, we need the steps. So I went and got the metal steps.
But that's how we done it. And it's always been that way. It's, you know, you can't count for that. But we had this water feature for about 4 days. And then the landlord finally come out.
My favourite part of the water feature is where we had a hole in the ceiling. So everything was mostly like, it wasn't fixed, but it wasn't leaking water out of the ceiling anymore.
It was going to
then we were like, we
need
to cover this hole up. And then between me and it was Kyle at the time, between me and Kyle, we got two white bin bags, sellotaped them together with normal tape and then wrote, what hole? Question mark.
No, but you didn't even get to the whole bit of how that come across.
What happened with the hole? Oh God, the light!
You weren't
I wasn't here that evening.
No, so we've got this massive water issue going on. It's been pouring down for 4 days. Landlord finally comes out, stops it. Turns out it's a leak from a pipe from upstairs.
It was, yeah, a shower.
And then it dried out, and it dried out for about 2-3 weeks. And also I come in, I was like, them cracks are definitely getting bigger. James goes, yeah, I think they are. But anyway, it went on another week, and I come in, I was randomly off, and I come in, and I was like, we're really quiet during the day, and we love that. We got all our admin, we got all of our stuff, and our delivery during the day, because as you can probably hear, it gets busy at night. But
this is a Tuesday,
just
for everybody out there. You can hear all the noise in the background. This is just Tuesday.
Just normal Tuesday.
A normal Tuesday,
busy Tuesday. But yeah, while I was in this day and it was quiet, I said, lads, just give me that broomstick. I'm just going to poke it because it's starting to frighten me and I don't want it to fall when somebody's in it. So we all agreed that I was going to poke it. And,
don't you say we all agreed?
No,
Barry the boss turned up with a pole and was like, I'm poking it.
Well, I saw it and I thought, I've done a risk assessment and I thought, right,
looks
more
risky.
customers.
Go for it.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. I thought, somebody's going to get hurt and I'd rather it me. So give it a little poke. And the whole ceiling caved in. And when I say it all caved in...
There was a light fitting at that point as well. The light fitting that was stripped from the ceiling.
It was bad. It was really bad.
We got the light fitting back up again.
But you didn't even... From there, I looked at it and I was like, oh, it looks like asbestos. So I closed the shop and I was like, right, what do I do now? So I went to the pub. And I ordered myself a beer to calm myself down and made a few phone calls. So... Shut the shop for 2 days.
You shut the shop for 2 days, yeah. I came in to come and check it as well, didn't I?
That
was a full biohazard suit with a mask and everything. I came in here and took my glove off to poke it.
I was like, James, don't touch it. No,
the next thing I did was tidy it up.
Oh man,
that's perfect.
I said to you, all you need to do is put some water in it. If you're gonna do anything, just put some water in it so it keeps.
That was about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'd got in at 8:30 and already swept everything up and put it in the bin.
Heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing. Difficult stuff tidying up that.
But it was on the
already too late. Yeah, no, we just snapped a bit off, gave it to someone to test it.
Yeah.
Turned out it wasn't asbestos. It was totally fine.
We all high-fived each other over that. Yeah. And
got the place open.
That's what it
was. Literally 2 days. We had someone shower leak into the shop and then the ceiling fall down and we were closed for a day and a half. It wasn't even 2 days.
No. And our customers were that good. While this water leak was going on, they're like, oh, you got a leak? Like, yeah, we know. Like, oh, cool. And then just carried on playing.
Yeah. Totally.
Honestly, this leak was right bang in the middle of the shop. It was
completely in the middle. Yeah.
You couldn't have been any more off centre.
No.
And people just walking around it, looking at it, going, "Oh man, that's pretty bad."
It was pretty much like, "Have you seen that?"
Yeah. There's a backup underneath it, mate. Yeah.
I think we have
got it covered. But yeah, that's how we roll really. Just make the most of what you got, don't you?
Yeah. There's been other leaks. There's been other ceiling holes since. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff.
Shocking, isn't it?
So, I'll be honest, I don't really have a properly low point. There's been, personal life being affected has been pretty bad. But shop-wise...
You weren't ready for that, though?
No, not really.
Do you remember that chat that we had?
Hard. Yeah, no, I do remember it. I wish I'd taken any of that advice.
No, I want in. That's all you were like, yeah, I want in.
Definitely.
James, there's a lot of...
But I'm much happier with it now. It's things have recovered nicely with my health and my mental health, and I had a few months there where I had a bit of a wobble, a couple of months where I was sort of not hands off, but not as hands on as I could have been.
You disappeared.
I did kind of disappear.
You went for a walk in the woods and just decided not to come back.
Scotland's lovely that time of year. I kept my finger in the pie and kept phone calls and trying to keep contact as much as I felt like I could. But no, it's something that affects a lot of people in this hobby, and what recovered it was my family. You have to get back in with your family and just work through it.
You have to take that support when it's given to you, though, rather than trying to bounce it off and saying, no, I'm good, I'm good. So I told you, I missed a few people. And...
But yeah, business-wise, I don't really think that there's been a low point. There's been a few events which I wish had happened but didn't, and things like that. And you have moments where you're like, I put a lot of work into this Warhammer 40k tournament, and I've been working on this for weeks, and bit by bit I've worked out what the rules are and what the points are and how everybody does this, and trying to advertise it, and then just like a person turns up and it's you.
How busy is it, James? No one.
There's literally nobody here. There's 4 people in there, not related to what I wanted to do today. But that's not even a low point. That's a learning experience. That's not. You don't feel bad about it. You're like, oh, that's bad. What can I do to improve this for next time?
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing of what we're doing here. We're both starting from basically nothing, and I don't think there is any latent experience out there, anything that you can look into to do this. Like, even you can be a perfect business person and then not have a customer. And that's that.
Yeah.
You can just like have a Monday where no one turns up, and you just couldn't have predicted it. Like 4 different people have said going to have X table for X time, and then just no one rocks up, which is so rare these days. But at first, it was a thing that happened.
People have lives though, don't they?
They do.
And the issue with us is that we're open up 7 days a week. Like, me and James had a talk a couple of weeks ago, and he just spelt something out for me. I asked James questions, not to be a donor or to push him or to push his buttons. I ask him questions so we get an answer. And I ask questions in a roundabout way.
You do, yeah.
So I sit there and go, what's this? What's that? And it's not me. I spoon feed you questions.
You do. Because I give you a logical answer to every question you give me.
And that's literally it. And I come across, I've always said to James, I like to be spoon fed in anything. If I send him a text message, I need a reply.
Yep.
If I say, James, can you do this? I have to have a reply, because if I don't have a reply, I'm like, that box has not been ticked for me.
Yeah.
I need that box ticking. Yeah. And I do the same for him. Here say, Barry, this needs to be paid. I'll send them back. Yep, paid, done. You know,
which is fantastic.
Forget
That's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah,
communication is very key.
And when I'm asking questions, I need an answer. And here sitting here, there isn't an answer, but there is. You just have to get to that answer. Yeah. And there was one a little while ago, and the one that really throws out to me. There's a good Luton-based gaming club, and I sit there and I go, how do they get the numbers they get on 1 day a week? And I sit there and go, we're open up 7 days a week, and I can hit that number. Well, they're really Warhammer orientated, aren't they?
I think they're doing a lot more different things at the moment.
Yeah.
Generally, throughout the year, Warhammer's their main draw.
My massive bugbear is that I would like to have as much Warhammer going on here on an event that other people have in other places. And I said, why don't they do that? And James literally just looked at me and he goes, we're open up 7 days a week, not 1. And I was like, right. So I've got 7 days doing it. And he goes, no. He goes, everyone goes down and plays all their games in this 1 day. And I was like, right. He says, you're open up 7 days. Okay. And I still ain't grasping.
I haven't quite clocked it yet.
And he goes, well, how many games are you having on a Friday? I'm like, 2. Yeah, okay, cool. How many are you having on Saturday? 2. Yep. Sunday? 2 to 3? Yeah. What are you on now? Oh, crikey, James, this is maths.
Yeah.
We're on 7 so far. Yeah. How many are you having on a Monday? 1, 2. Yeah. Hey. He goes, these other places, they have about 5 or 6. I'm like, yeah.
Weekly.
And then all of a sudden it just went, oh.
Yeah.
Right. So it does become like that. Because people have got the option of coming down here 7 days a week, they do come down whenever they want to. We have guys coming down casually. 2, 3 times a week doing it. We just don't have the numbers on specific games we're doing. Right, here we go. We're going to throw a 5 tournament or a 5-game tournament going on because it is spread throughout the week. We have certain days, like we have a Yu-Gi-Oh session on now. We hit
Wednesday and Saturday. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Between 14 and 20 people for it, and you're like, crikey, and that's in the space of a couple of hours. And then all of a sudden they come down for casuals as well. Tuesday, Friday with Magic.
Yep.
They're big and banging for it.
And Commander happens every day. Like Commander's our main format. I'd say like standard is the format that's competitive, but Commander's a casual format and everybody enjoys it. So everybody's got a Commander deck, and it's just like rock up on a Wednesday night, and you can probably get 2 or 3 people to join in with you.
Rock up on a Monday, play Commander. Rock up on a Tuesday, play
Commander. Yeah.
Rock up on a Wednesday, play Commander.
Yeah.
And it just goes on. There's a pattern for it, and it is just one of them things. But the amount of people, like we had Smash Bros Melee Sunday just gone.
We did 36 people.
36 people for one game.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and you go, crumbs.
Yeah, we had the best person in the country in this building.
Do it better than that.
Yeah,
we had the UK's number one.
We had the UK
number one.
Number one.
We had the UK
who also
one.
Notably won the tournament.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah.
Oh,
the UK's number 1 and the UK's number 10 were competing against each other.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because the number 10.
I bet he had his
like
own
the
controller
number
as well.
The number
didn't
3 and 4. Everybody did. Everybody
That's
turned up with their own controller. The 3rd and 4th, I think, were here as well, and they dropped out earlier than they probably should have. Like they did very well, but they were like they didn't quite get to the top. So number 1 and number 10 fought against each other, and it was shocking to watch. It was like two machines fighting each other. It was so much fun to see.
I can't deal with the noise. You know, like midway through the tournament and everyone is playing and you just get that click, 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 click.
Somebody came in and they were like, is someone shaking a rattle can in here? Like an aerosol can.
Honestly, that's all I can hear.
Yeah.
And I'm just
and the same song over and over again because it's always on the same stage.
Yeah. Oh no.
The amount of times I've heard that song that day.
I made James work that Sunday because I said to him, look,
I work every Sunday. Make me work that day.
Hell, you know how it is. I put that thing in for the Sunday and I said, go, look, you can deal with this, but that's grown and grown and grown. That's complimentary of Runway.
It is.
A good Ainsley. Oh.
Ainsley's fantastic.
Top man. What he's done now, he's
spicy boy.
Yeah, he's such a good lad. What he's done for that community of Smash
people
Bros.
come
Melee.
from London. I think there were some Americans. I think people came from another country to take part in that. They've done really well.
Round of applause for Ainsley.
Round of applause for them. Yeah.
Crikey, bringing that all together.
Hopefully, we continue to be the venue for them because that's a fantastic event to take part in and just watch from a distance.
Not listen to though.
Maybe not so much to listen to. But yeah, no, it's a lovely group of people. Lovely event. Just help out as much as we can. We don't need to do a huge amount for it. They just turn up and have fun. And put a TV in the basement every now and again.
You do need to do a lot. You see, this is it.
I don't feel like I'm doing a lot because I'm working here.
You're the one who's going to open the door. You take the shutters off. You clean the building. You know, you take the skids off the back of the pan, and you know, you make sure that there's stuff rocking up in here for it.
Here. That's
that's the point of it, though. What I keep saying to you, it's time. It's more time than it is other stuff. And time's a big one because you don't get that back. Put a fiver in. Put a fiver into something. Mind. You get that fiver back. You can earn that fiver back. You put 2 hours into something.
I don't mind.
That's
good fun. I'm enjoying it.
You didn't say that the other night.
Didn't say that 2.5 months ago, did you? No, it's good fun. Yes. It's alright.
That's the complete opposite of what you said a couple of months ago. I'm done.
But that's part of a business like this. Sometimes you have times when you feel like you're done.
Yeah.
And when you're a year in and everything's going fantastically, but you can get caught up in minutiae. And you really have to try not to get caught up in like this pound here and that pound there and getting dragged away from everything. Because we've created something super fun. It's like a
super fun, super fast though.
Yeah.
That's the scary
thing.
Time
flies
how
hard.
Big we've built it.
Yeah.
You know,
There's so much to keep going though. There's so much to still do. So you have a tendency to look back and go, wow, where was I? Whereas I have a tendency to look forward and go, wow, where could we be?
I think you miss the conversations on that. Yeah. And I always have a 6-month plan and I have a year plan and then I have my 3-year plan. And I do always look back because I think it's important to know where you were and to where you are and finding the milestones for it. I said going from the Mark Fowler bag to saying, right, we need a proper cash register.
Yeah.
Big step.
It was a big step.
Big step. Big boy steps. And you shouldn't forget that stuff.
Right, I think we're pretty much out of time.
Oh,
I reckon we're getting near the end here. We've got points for the future. We've got more points. I can't know because this is our first podcast, and I asked for a timer and then forgot to make sure that we had one. So I have no idea how long we've been doing this for. So future projects. This is my final point.
It's 6:30.
It's 6:30. I think we've been doing this for an hour already. So let's finish this up. Other than the studio you just promised me to be here exactly in a month by the 12th.
Yeah.
What other project are you working on at the moment? What do you want to do?
Oh gosh, I've got everything going.
Give me a specific project that you would like to see completed in the near future.
I don't. You catch me off guard with stuff like that. Like I'm always forever thinking. Like now, you've just said to me about a studio. So while you've been talking, I'm sitting there. I already know what it's going to look like.
Yes.
I know where it is.
Cool.
Well, I say I know where it is.
You say you know where it is.
And I have ideas.
I have a vision.
No, I do. And this is, you know me. I was zone out. You're right, Barry. Yeah. I've made just $2,000 in my head. How have you done that? Let me build you a little.
We're going to do the diagram.
Yeah, we do this and this. No. But that's. I sit there.
That is the thing though. You're like, I've just made $2,000, and then I go, well, this and this and this and this and this and this, because the practicality comes through, and you're like, all right, 1,500 quid, screw you.
Yeah. Right. So future project. Studio. That'd be a serious one.
Other than the studio.
I'm definitely committed to that. Other than.
You're committed to 1 month.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm committed to 1 month for that.
Excellent. I'm really looking forward to that.
Dead on that one. I do a lot of stuff with Pete in here. I guess I could throw some stuff his way.
Pete is another employee that we have. He's
not
works
an employee,
so
he's
hard.
a
He's not really, is
volunteer.
he? He's a full-time volunteer.
But
he feels like an employee, yeah.
He's a walking legend.
He is.
People don't give him enough. Well, I think people do give him credit, just not as much as I.
If you're from around Luton, you probably know him. He's such a nice guy, and he's such a hard worker.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I wish I could with him forever.
You missed important.
I did not.
I
did not. I wish I could. I wish you could with him forever.
No.
That's exactly what I meant.
Pete's my non-lover, and
He is. Don't tell Martin.
Yeah. Oh no, Martin's my lover.
Pete's my rock.
He is. He's my in-store rock. Martin's my out-store rock. But I have 2 rocks.
You do.
Yeah.
Peter the Rock Davidson.
We're calling Caramel Pete though.
We're calling Caramel Pete. No, we
can't
can't. We can't rename him.
He's Caramel Pete.
My future project. You don't even know about this yet. So Michael, Dapper Michael, as we call him in these parts. He plays Warhammer 40k. He is a wonderful human. And me and him will be working on a video project, which hopefully we can do in a studio, where there is a box set coming out for 40k called Shadow Spear, and it's the first one of these we're going to do. We're going to do multiple across the time that we're going to do this, where we're going to open up the box, we're going to look at the mini codexes, we're going to review them between the two of us as consistent players of 40k, both of us.
Yeah.
Then we're going to open everything up, we're going to get it painted within a week, and then we're going to record
you are not going to get them all painted.
100% I'm going to get them painted. You ain't seeing me next Thursday. So it's coming out this Saturday. So obviously as a store I have the advantage of a couple of days because we'll get the delivery in. But yeah, I'm going to open it up, build it up, and then we're going to get it painted within a week.
How many models?
It's only 36.
You're not going to get them finished?
I'm going to get them painted within a week. It's Space Marines. Space Marines are so easy to paint. You do not know how much stuff I have. You haven't seen the 10 boxes of Warhammer I put in the basement today from my storage.
No, what?
There's 10 boxes of stuff in the basement. Anyway, that's nothing to do with this. I'm putting my Warhammer into storage for future projects, and if I have them at home, it's not going to be useful.
How many future projects have you got?
Like, a lot.
How many can you actually commit to?
Like 1.
I've seen your project.
Now I've got a studio.
This is a project of yours.
Oh yeah, it's just in development. No, so yeah, now me and Michael are going to come down. We're going to be here Sunday after closing, and we're going to do this little video. Yeah. And then next Sunday we're going to come down again, and we're going to do it, and then it'll all be up on YouTube by the 12th of next month.
I'm holding you to that then. I'm holding you to that.
It's happening. Michael's already in, so. Yeah,
brilliant.
That is my future project. We're going to follow that up with other videos that we're going to do together. Michael has a very specific view on how he'd like videos to be done, because there's kind of a hole in the market with Warhammer video creation where everyone's excited to look at a codex and go, wow, this is a great codex 3 days before it comes out. But no one's there a month later looking at it, having played 20 games and actually reviewing the codex. They're all just like, initial reaction, that's so broken. And then like a month later, no one's playing. So Michael's the month on guy, which I am so in for. That's my kind of thing. So.
I don't do any of this. This ain't my jam.
Which is perfect. You've made 1,500 quid and I'm spending it on a studio.
Yeah. That's a very fair shout. That's not how I roll. But no, I'm cool for that.
Yep.
All right, I'll commit to one, which is studio. You commit to that.
You will see those videos within the next 3 weeks.
So we've got to do a future thing on this thing all the time then?
Every time we make this podcast, weekly/monthly, we're going to have to put up a future project that we will inform people of.
I'm going to have to just like commit to getting jelly beans into the place and stuff
My
like that.
future project is making sure I eat dinner every day next week. I will make sure I am a healthy boy.
Oh, crikey. That seems a strain.
That is a strain.
I don't like that.
You don't have to.
Don't like a strain.
It's on video. It says, okay. Future project each. I didn't write week because I like shorthand.
I should have read this before.
You probably should have. Future project every time. It doesn't have to be like a huge project like, I'm going to do 40 videos or I'm going to go and get waxed. It doesn't have to be anything specific. But every week. Right, that's us. Come on, man. This has been over an hour of Barry and James. In your ear holes and your eye holes. We'll see you again.
Coming in your ear.
No, I have to edit it now. That was so perfect.
That was brilliant.
That was absolutely fantastic. Right, yeah. We'll be back doing this again. There'll definitely be another one next week because you should strike while the iron's hot and we're excited. So, thank you very much and goodbye.
Excited face.
Excited face. That's us.
Oh, that was on record.
We've done a podcast. Oh!
That's been sitting on my head all the way through.
Has it?
Yeah.
You said it first.
The thing is now.
Who pressed record? Rowan.
Yeah.
Freaking out. This is why I like backup audio.